When I was 11 years old, I decided to kill myself. Don't worry, I didn't do it. I didn't have a terrible childhood. I just wasn't a happy kid. And maybe I wanted some attention. Killing yourself for attention kind of guarantees you're not going to get to enjoy it. So I didn't, because I realized there were times that I was happy, which meant there could be more of those times. And when I studied psychology, I discovered that happiness was not an inborn trait. It was a state, something that we could all develop. And when I started on the corporate speaking circuit 14 years ago, I wanted to teach what I'd learned. But back then, happiness was seen as too soft. I mean, when it comes to business, who needs happiness, right? Happiness can't buy you money. Well, if you're not interested in happiness, be interested in happiness because you're interested in profit. See, Harvard's Sean Acker has marshaled a decade of research to show that happiness boosts just about every single business objective, increases sales by 56%, productivity by 31%, and accuracy on tasks by 19%. The Parnassus Workplace Fund only invests in happy companies and has a 7% higher return than average. Think about it. When you're happy, you're more confident, resilient, you're more creative, open, visionary. When you're depressed, down, stressed, your mind closes, options recede. Where's the vision when you're unhappy? I mean, when you're down and stressed, it just doesn't really happen. How well can you sell, serve, or lead when you're unhappy? Things are appalling. Now let's go realize our mission. 272 employees had their happiness measured at the start of a new job. 18 months later, those who were happiest at the beginning had received more pay rises and better evaluations. They say if you want a job done well, give it to a busy person. Actually, you should give it to a happy person. So how can we all be happier? Well, you could get a raise, a promotion, achieve your KPIs, but research shows that only boosts happiness temporarily. In Thrive, I share three keys to boosting happiness sustainably, and I call this the ESP of happiness at work. E, emotional mastery. Without the ability to dial down negative emotions like frustration and worry and stress, happiness will remain elusive. S, social mastery. There's no such thing as happiness without happy relationships. And finally, P, purpose. Are you a missionary or are you a mercenary? Research at Wharton Business School finds that missionary salespeople who really want to make a difference, who really want to go out there and serve their clients, achieve double the sales as those mercenaries who are only motivated by money. The good news is that we can all become missionaries. Vision, as Vusi spoke about. Vision, my favorite definition. Vision is the audacity to see the invisible, and everybody wants to see something beyond. Everybody wants to leave a legacy. There's an old wisdom story, two men on a building site in the Middle Ages, and a passerby asks them, "What are you doing?" And the one replies, "I'm cutting stone. It's hard, it's boring, but at least I get a bowl of soup at the end of the day." And he asks the other one, "What are you doing?" He looks up at the sky, his eyes shining, smiling. He says, "Me, I'm building a cathedral." Who's going to be more motivated, more effective? Who's going to be happier? I was sharing this story at an international conference in Cape Town a few weeks ago, and a CEO came up to me and said, "Justin, we're building our business throughout Africa, and I'm not going to be there to see the end. It's going to take too long." And he said, "That used to really depress me. But what you reminded me is that cathedral that they used to build, it could take 200 years. You didn't necessarily see the end, but you knew that you were leaving behind a legacy, and everybody wants to leave behind a legacy." He said, "Knowing that makes me happy." So in the minute or two that I've got left, I want to give you something practical. Warning, this is the audience participation part. Turn to the person next to you and give them a big hug. Only if you want to. And a few of you are. That's pretty cool. That's so cool. That was such a joke. And I love that. Thank you. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was so not what it was. By the way, that just gave you a little oxytocin boost. Oxytocin is emitted in mother's milk. So you do not have to look for a breastfeeding mother when you want a little boost. All you need to do is give someone a hug. True fact. But that was not the exercise. I want you to sit back and close your eyes. Sit back and close your eyes and think of somebody who you work with, who you really value and respect. What is it about this person? Really bring them to mind that makes them so valuable. Are they really kind, generous? Do they have a winning smile? Nothing is ever too much. Just think about what it is and think how lucky you are to have this person in your life. And I want you to just take a few moments to wallow in gratitude. Wallow in gratitude. Savor that good feeling, how lucky you are to have this person in your life. Good, thank you. You can open your eyes. Martin Seligman, past head of the American Psychological Association, has found that few things boost happiness as much as gratitude, but you can take it up a level. When you go back to the office, tell this person that they were the ones who came to mind when you did this exercise. This could be your best talent retention strategy, because the number one reason we leave a job is lack of recognition. But even if they're not thinking of leaving, teams with the most praise, the managers who praise the most, achieve 30% higher performance than those with managers who don't praise. Think about it. A few words of praise regularly could boost your team's performance by 30%. My name is Justin Cohen. Thrive is a keynote presentation and half-day workshop. I would love the opportunity to help boost your team's performance by boosting their happiness. Thank you.